This holiday season, you can give books, meals, and toys to people in need around the globe.
In this case, it's as easy as walking up to a vending machine. Kelly Koopman spoke with Jody Ritchie and Marcia Bean for more on the giving machine.
Marcia and Jody, thank you so much for joining us here today. Let's just, on a very basic level, can you tell me about where the idea of the giving machines came from?
You know, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints wanted to do a Light the World initiative every holiday season. And so in 2017, they thought, what can we do to make giving simple for people? And so they came up with a giving machine idea. And they started off with one or two. And it's since they're over 100 now, and cities that have giving machines in them. So that's kind of the basic start. And since then, over $32 million has been given to the machines, and 100% of the donation goes right to the charities, the partner charities that we deal with. And it's a great opportunity for people to give during the holiday season.
I love the concept because it is very approachable. I mean, people go up to this machine just like you'd get a soda or a candy bar, essentially. Would you mind walking me through a little bit of how it actually works when someone encounters one of these machines?
Well, Jody, do you want to take that, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm happy to. I actually love it. It's like you said, Kelly, a vending machine for giving, which I love. And it has, in the machine, has 5 local nonprofits and 2 worldwide nonprofits. And so you basically have the opportunity to choose something that speaks to you. You can buy a chicken to feed a family, buy oranges to feed, homeless people. There's just so many options. And I think the options are so great because you're going to find something that speaks your heart, and it's just amazing. So basically you go up, you choose whatever you want, and you put your card in, you choose a number, and you just give into that organization. And the fun thing about that is that organization will get that money. It will go directly to them, and they can use it for whatever was purchased. So if you bought a chicken, that organization is going to buy a chicken and feed 5 families. So it's just amazing. I love it.
I'm sure you've heard from a lot of people, some of their motivations behind wanting to do this. Are there any stories about change that has been made that's really resonated with either of you?
It was just meeting people, because it's a very simple thing. It's not giving $1 million right away. It could be $5, it could be $50. And so it's really nice because the machines can really be approached by anybody. And I know a couple of years ago, we've had them in the Seattle area for 3 years. And the first year, teenage boys came up and they're like, what is this? This is a vending machine. And they were so excited they could buy $5 socks. And they're like, we need to bring our friends back. But it was just like seeing these teenage boys be excited about giving in such a simple way. And a little girl last week was at church. I'm not sure what church it was, but they had talked about giving. And so her parents brought her to the giving machine, and she sat and chose a blanket, a comfort blanket and kit. And she just wanted to do something. She'd been taught about giving, and she wanted to do something. And so this little 10-year-old girl was able to come and do that. So it's just really a joy to see the simple things that happen, because it makes an impact, but everybody can contribute. Everybody can.
A very approachable way too for a child to feel like they're helping out in the world, even at just a super young age. So you mentioned they've been around in Seattle for the last 3 years. How can someone find one of them?
Well, you can look. We are at the Alderwood Mall or South Hill Mall. So we've got 2 different locations, and just the Alderwood Mall, we're right by the Lego store. And in South Hill, they're by, I think, Golden Corral. I'm not sure. So it's not hard to find them. You can also just look up Giving Machine Seattle, and they can go there and find it.
Okay. And as we go here, Jody, let's just talk a little bit larger about the season of giving and what that means for you, what message you want people who see this to take away from this season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm a person who intrinsically loves giving and loves opportunities to serve. And I think oftentimes during the holiday, that's everyone wants to find something. And oftentimes it's hard to find the right thing. And so just going to be able to go to the mall, see this little vending machine for giving, it brings a warm feeling that you've given, that you've been able to be a part of something bigger, and that you've been able to spread joy to these organizations. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. It warms my heart. I was there last week for a whole day volunteering, and everybody that came up had a different story, a different reason for being there. There was a family that moved from Chicago all the way over here. They came to the mall looking for an opportunity to give, and they were there for 15 minutes trying to decide, and they had a big conversation. So all in all, it's just an opportunity to spread joy this time of year and to just make your heart feel good that you've done something for somebody else.
Wonderful. Well, Jody and Marcia, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it's as basic as choosing an item and changing a life. It's really quite a positive, great way to spend that holiday season. So
All right.
thank
Wonderful.
you, Kelly.
Yeah. Thank you. Happy
holidays.
holidays.
Thank you.
Thanks for that, Kelly. It is a great way to spend the holiday, to give back, even
Yeah.
if it's something small, you know?
Yeah, and I loved how she simply put that at the end there. You know, simply choose an item and then you're changing life. And how
Yep.
easy is it to walk up to a vending machine of all things, look at all the options on there and say, you know what, I want to change somebody's life or some group in this way, and then make the donation. There you go.
Think about the kids, their face when they receive that book or toy.
Yeah.
You know, it's fabulous.
Can mean a huge difference. That's
Yeah.
right. All right, still ahead, Santa